We're rolling, baby. Steph Tolev in the house. Hi.
Hello. Right to it. No intro to your podcast. You don't give a shit. You're right in there. Do we swear?
You don't. Yeah, you can swear, but you didn't give me an intro on yours. So we just
yeah.
started talking, and I was like, they don't know who I am. It doesn't really matter.
No.
Let me give you an intro. You're an amazing stand-up comedian. I met you on the set of Hacks. We were shooting season 3.
I took that part out of my podcast because I was told we weren't allowed to talk about it.
Oh, somebody said that you can't.
My manager said that we couldn't talk about it.
That I can't. So until that happens, and we met on the set of that. We met amongst many stand-up comedians who were really great.
Yes,
really great.
yes.
But you just stood out to me because so the way that it worked for anyone who's listening is we had to shoot one scene. It was a roast. I won't go into what exactly who we were roasting, whatever. But we had to shoot a roast and we had to say the same jokes over and over again, maybe 5 different times, 3 different takes, 5 different times.
Yeah. It felt like a lot of times.
Yeah, and so a lot of the stand-up comedians, there were some great ones there, really weren't. Over time, it got a lot less funny. First take, funny. Second take, a little bit less funny. And then just nothing. I was not laughing at all. But with you, every time, I was in tears, and they were filming us reacting too. With you, it was so easy. I was actually, my face hurt, and I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Because she's unwell and unhinged. Well, I'm glad that because I kept changing it up, even though, you're not supposed to really change it up.
Right.
That's what's really hard about acting, where you have to do the same thing. I brought my dog, and I'm regretting bringing her. I'm letting people know that I have a dog here, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
There's a beautiful Labrador here.
It's a golden retriever.
Golden retriever.
Excuse me, she's an English cream golden retriever. But I hate her right now.
It's between a Scottish and an English person, isn't it?
It is, and I'm so offended by it. I'm like, she's a golden retriever, English cream. So fuck you.
Cream.
I know it sounds so cocky too. English cream. She's all white. Here, let the people see her. Come up here for a second.
English cream.
Oh, knock over the plant. You can see her. There she is. There she is. She loves the attention. She's really does. Though. Almost knocked over the fig. And
she's mistake her for an Irish cream.
I can't believe that Susie is Susan. Sorry.
Do you know with your kids when you say the wrong name? An English cream golden retriever.
English cream. In what way is she English cream and not Irish cream?
I don't know. English cream is just when a golden's all white. That's the term. And I'll tell you what, people in Los Angeles don't love that I did not adopt a dog to begin with. Yeah. And then I have to go, actually, English cream. They're like, I want to slap you in the face.
Yeah, but it's a little bit racist that they assume that the dog isn't like a rescue just because it's a pure breed.
I know, and I think there are some Goldens that get rescued.
Oh, totally.
Technically, she was rescued from a breeder.
You can rescue these fancy dogs, and the fact that they assume that it's not rescued is racist.
Okay, well then I'm going to start telling people that.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell everybody that.
So you're a stand-up comedian,
yes, I am.
In your life, did you realize, I'm funny enough to be pro?
I'm getting deja vu right now, which is very bizarre.
Really?
I haven't gotten in a while. Yes. What pro? Fuck. You haven't sworn yet. I gotta stop swearing. I'd say when I was 27 was the first year I got my first big festival that was paid, and that was like a TV thing.
Okay. And then that was when you could get money for it, that you were like that good.
I was like, I knew something was happening, but still at that point I was like, I don't know if I was going to be like pro. Like I thought I was still working a part-time job then.
Right.
So I was like, I can maybe do this more. But I was in Canada too. And it's like hard because they only have so many people in Canada. They like really praise and allow to be fucking anything. So I knew I had to move out here.
Yeah.
And,
now you've got your name on the front of the Comedy Store.
It is.
The other day, I wasn't there I was dropping my mother-in-law off who wanted to go on the big bus.
Yeah.
The topless bus.
The hop on, hop off.
Yeah, exactly.
Topless bus. You pervert. Why would you call it that?
Yeah, that would be my mother-in-law. That would be a sight to see. But she was
a sight for sore eyes.
Exactly. So I dropped her off there, and I just walked around. I saw your name. They've written it out in front of the Comedy Store.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that cool? I know.
How often are you there? The Comedy Store.
A lot, like 3-4 times a week. When I'm in town, I'm there. When I'm not, I'm obviously not. I'm on the road.
3-4 nights a week.
Yeah,
is
when I'm here.
How often you do stand up or?
Oh no, I'm out pretty much every night.
Wow.
The other night I had 3 shows. I've done in total last week. I think I did 15 shows in 1 week.
Okay, and then so how many of this? Let's say last night. How many of those jokes last night will you do tonight?
Quite a bit, probably. I'm working on new stuff right now.
Okay, yeah. And why do you work on new stuff to do a special? I get really bored of my own material really quickly. Yeah.
So that's why I do a lot of crowd work, because especially when I'm on the road, because I'm like, when I do longer set, I hate doing the same fucking jokes. And I'm like, if people come see me, I don't want them thinking I do the same thing every night. So I try to like change up as much as I can.
Yeah.
And now that I'm going through a breakup, we got some new jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a couple new jokes. Yeah.
I bet. I mean, what is it? Does that worry you though when you crack jokes about your real life, how they will feel about it? You know, about your dad, brother, ex-boyfriend. How do they feel about it?
Well, here's the thing. I don't lie. My
Okay.
comedy's very honest, and
Yeah.
I think that's why people relate to it, because I'm very raw and I say nasty shit, but I also tell the truth. And I always say this with guys. And here's everything. I'm looking to date again, and I'm on the apps, and guys are always like, "You're on here for material." Here's the thing. If you're a nice man and you did nothing to wrong me and nothing mean and nothing horrific,
Yeah.
and here's a nice person, it's not funny to talk about that.
Yeah.
So if you want to treat me like shit
Yeah.
and do some whacked out shit, yeah, you're going to get made fun of. But I'm not going to go on a date with a guy, have a perfect evening, and go the next day I go on stage like, "Hey, everyone, last night I would know this guy. Nice man.
It was
Gentleman.
nice. It
Took
was
me out for
really
dinner.
nice."
Not funny? No, nobody fucking cares. No one wants to hear that. But when I'm like, "Oh, man, Nick, like, bit my neck mole off." Everyone's like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "Yes." That actually happened. So I was like, "Well, yeah, that I'm going to talk about, because that's psychotic."
He bit your
Yeah,
neck mole
I
off?
had, not the ex, another guy bit my neck mole off, yeah.
Right, but so was it a mole that could like easily come off? Was it one of those
No,
hanging
it was
off by a
no.
thread?
I had it for no. You're so worried. No, I had it for years. Big, like a junior mint. Do you know junior mints? Is that,
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
The reference for you, yeah.
quite big.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, they're bigger than an M&M.
Oh, much.
Yeah.
I'd say 2 melted M&Ms together.
And so he was doing it on purpose. He wasn't like just giving you a little love bite.
No, I think he meant to bite my neck, but I guess did not notice the junior mint and then just bit down perfectly on it. Horrendous feeling.
Did the session end?
Yeah, of course. My mole was bleeding. If you didn't know, the moles bleed. They do. Quite a
Right.
bit.
But it could
Yeah,
be the
exactly.
catalyst for an incredible session of lovemaking.
No. It was I was ruining my new IKEA white comforter I just got, and it was hurting.
Yeah,
Pain.
of course.
I'm not doing the. I know people like to get hung by hooks and cut around and slap. I'm not doing the pain stuff.
Neither. Not a pain guy.
No, I get
not quite interested.
No, I hit
in
my
that.
elbow. I cry for an hour. I'm like, I'm not doing this. It's absurd.
I once had sex with a woman who like just dug her nails into my back, and I'm like, this is so unpleasant.
Well, yeah.
You know?
What is that? Then I don't like the biting.
Yeah,
The biting and the slapping. The slapping's weird.
yeah. I'm like, we should.
I light love butt slap.
You like you
I don't
like
mind a
light,
little butt.
A light, yeah.
I had a guy slap my
light.
tits once. Hand up, both gunk across. Oh yeah.
both at once, like a
Yeah. Oh yeah, he got them
Wow.
both. Yeah.
and that's not pleasant. I would.
I
imagine.
did not enjoy it.
Yeah. See, what they do is they're taking their experience from another time and they're putting it onto everybody. They're just like, oh, it'll work for him too. Just digging the nails in,
Yeah.
slapping tits. It's
I
like
think that's
actually maybe not for me.
No. That needs to be discussed. That needs to be asked.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
discuss that.
Yeah.
Tell me, back to the stand-up thing.
My dog's
How
so
many
weird.
like, as a percentage, how many experiences on stage are horrific?
Well, it's funny you ask this because I just had my worst one. I think like last week at the Comedy Store.
No way.
Yeah, a guy threw a chair at me.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Tell me what the hell happened.
I will. So I can annoy people. I call people out if someone's being a fucking creep in the crowd or something, or like whatever.
Right.
I like to make fun of people, especially men, not for no reason. I don't just go look at this ugly guy. Like
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
So I walk on stage and this guy's on his fucking phone.
Oh.
Will not get off. The
Right.
second I walk up front row, I'm like, hey man, I'm like super rude. Get off your phone. Like you're at a live show, first of all. And also when you go to comedy clubs, you're told not to go on the fucking phone the second you get in there.
Right.
Susan's being such a fucking ham right now. She's so annoying. So I'm like, I kind of start I'm like talking to him bad. I'm like, he has this big puffy coat on. I'm like, what's with the coat? I'm like, well, the years of 2010. It wasn't that funny. I was like, whatever. The crowd's not really liking me yet because I came up and I'm yelling at this man. So I go on. I'm like trying to ignore him. So I start doing a joke. 3 minutes in, I look down, back on his phone. I'm like, all right, buddy, what's the big text? I go, 10:15. What do you do for work? And the guy beside him was like, oh, consulting. I go, consulting. Perfect time to consult. 10:15 p.m. That's the hour of consulting, huh? And like the crowd's kind of like laughing at me now.
Yeah.
Will not get off his phone.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, you know what, man? You can go. I'm like, take the call in the fucking hallway. This is just, this is my fucking job.
Yeah.
And I'm annoyed now. And
Yeah.
I'm just going through a breakup too. So I'm like, everything's annoying me. I'm irritable. So
Yeah.
this is setting me off. So I'm like, that's it. You can go. And he's like, so he's huffing, puffing. He gets up. He's like, I realized after his boyfriend, who was with him much older, that.
His boyfriend.
Yeah, and I if I had made fun of that, I could see him getting annoyed. I didn't even. I commented nothing on orientation, nothing.
Yeah, right.
Nothing but his appearance. I made fun of his coat. That was it.
Right.
He gets up. He goes to grab the chair in the very front row, and I see him like bending over to pick the chair up. I'm like, and time froze. It went into slow motion. He grabs the leg of the chair, and I think he thought he was going to pick it up and whip it at me, but I didn't realize how heavy the chair was. As he picks it up, he's like, "Uh-oh." Like realizes how heavy it is. So he literally kind of gets it up and then just kind of chucks it, like just gets it right over the front table. And it just has like one small, like little tiny, like loop. And I'm like standing there, it's like a foot away from me. And I just looked at, I watched the whole thing happen. I go, did you just try and throw that chair at me? And the whole crowd was like, and the security runs over a guy from the front, like is so panicked. He runs over to the guy. He was almost there before the security was, which was, I'm like, what the hell's going on right now?
Yeah.
He starts to leave. And I'm like, if you're going to throw a chair at a woman, throw a chair at a woman. This guy's a pussy. And then I'm like, so now once he's getting ushered out, I can really go off. I'm like, look at this fucking guy. Big coat hiding his tiny little dick. And now I'm like, now I'm going off because I'm like, but it was really bizarre. And it was like violating. And it was just like, but then I brought this up to another comic. And it's funny because there's another girl who went viral for a guy throwing a beer at her. But I'm like, if you talk to any guy who's been doing this for 20 years, they're like, oh, I've had a million things thrown at us.
Right.
Shot glasses, pint glasses, like water, everything. Like people get offended and they just think they can just do this to me. Especially now that like everyone's posting these crowd work clips. People think, oh, I got to go to the show and it's my turn now to comment something. Like that's just what they do. It's like insane.
Right.
So we're just in a weird social media fucking phase where people are just thinking that that's what comedians want now.
Yeah.
But it was just really... It was odd. And it was just like, then after that, though, after I like that whole thing happened, I obviously made fun of this guy for like another 5 minutes. And I can't just do the rest of my set right now. And then I kind of got on my set again. The crowd was like loving me. Because then after everyone was like, I can't believe how calm you were. Because normally I get pissed. I'd be like, I feel like if it was like, and he was smaller than me.
Yeah.
So I think in my head, I was like, I can take this guy.
Yeah, right.
But if it was like a big jack guy, I think I would have like puffed up and been like, oh, you want to go? But I was just like, this little guy thinks he's going to throw a chair at me. Like, it was just so bizarre.
Have you ever had a physical fight
with
a man?
Yeah.
You've had a physical fight with a man?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
like,
I fought my dad once.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was big. But no, I fought guys at, like, bars and stuff. Like, I've been in bar fights. Yeah.
Wow.
I get in there. I throw a couple punches, get out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you throw a couple though? Like,
oh,
yeah?
Wow. Very aggressive woman. Yeah.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I've never...
It's so cool.
I know, it really is. I've never been in a fight.
Really?
I've never been... I don't think I've ever... No, I've been hit in the head because I've been like, I don't know, what would you call it? Like king hit, where somebody comes out of nowhere and just hits you.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
For it.
King hit. I thought it was called like a...
I don't know what it's... Sucker punch.
But yeah.
I guess. Anyway, I've had that. I've never really hit anyone. I hit somebody on a rugby field once. I've been hit another time, but my experience in fighting is really limited. Like when I watch bar fights, I'm like, I can feel my heart in my throat type thing. I'm
yeah.
Oh shit, like it's
But
heavy.
I guess you've never been part of it. It's been like friends of mine who are in it, so I'm getting involved. Right. Or like a school fight where I'm flopping in there.
Sure. I mean, what is it with fucking American men and puffy jackets? It's springtime in Los Angeles.
It's hot. I'm sweating right now.
And he's inside. You're inside. Take the fucking puffy jacket off. It's so unnecessary. We're not in Iceland.
No. And also, if you're at a comedy show, don't be on your fucking phone.
Right.
Like, I don't know what to tell you right now. Don't be on your goddamn phone.
True etiquette. I absolutely. I've never even thought about that. At a play, it just wouldn't be a thing. Like, there'd be nobody.
But someone also said, too, there's a girl that did me after, just so you know, I was behind him. And he was on Instagram the whole show. I'm like, you weren't even fucking texting somebody. Like, go to a live show, look at your screen. Like, don't go to a live show. Like, it's bizarre.
Yes, it is weird. Let's we're gonna get weird now. I have some weird, fun questions to ask you, and then we're gonna get into a confession session. We've had people call in, and leave mostly about vaginal farts. I don't know if you saw my recent video.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, queefing in a way, not like, sex caused queefing.
Yes.
And then your own fart that goes up into your labia.
Okay, yeah.
And then you fart it back out.
Fart it back out? Who have you been talking to?
Yeah, because it goes into your labia. Because this is how I've understood it.
Yeah, you mansplain how my labia farts.
Let me just, you just
because
asked.
I don't know what the farting it back out part means.
Oh, okay.
It goes in, that kind of comes out. You're not farting it back out.
You'll hear this later. They're like, but there's a way in which a woman like kind of dances it out. Like they don't fart it back out, but they kind of like adjust their
Oh,
hips.
yeah.
And so it
You
comes
move,
back
you
up.
can move it out. Yeah.
But this is my understanding of it, and I don't mean to mansplain by any means, is that when, like, if a person farts and it can't get out the back, like it can't go that way because of your butt cheeks or your pants or something, and it goes to the front, it kind of slips up into the labial folds for a time. And then you can
For
wiggle.
a time. Seconds. I don't know what people mean a time here.
Some people have mentioned to me quite a long time that they can hold it
Who
up.
are these people? I make fun of how big my puss is all the time, and I'll tell you right now, it ain't lingering.
Okay,
it's
but
not
this
the cranberries. I'm not letting it linger. It's in, it's out. I don't know what to tell you right now. It's bizarre.
Got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to let it linger? But this is an important part of it, though, is that it doesn't go into your... It just goes around the labial fold.
Yes, you're very into this, but no. It doesn't go in to the hole. That's bizarre. How strong do you think farts are? And it completely does a whole twist?
Right, yeah. It doesn't go up in the hole.
I like to get mine out the back.
Yeah.
Normally they're out the back. Like, it's very infrequent they come up the front. Maybe on an airplane, I'd say, if I'm trying to hold it in.
Interesting.
And I'm like, oh shit, one slipped, and then it'll slip up a bit. But normally, I'm forcing them out the ass. I'm open the cheek sometimes, letting them really loose. Yeah,
sure.
There.
I never used to understand that with my dad, who would, he'd lean.
I like the lean.
Why is he leaning?
The lean's nice.
As I've gotten older, I'm like, why do I lean now?
Yeah, it's nice.
Completely telegraphs that you farted.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't want to I don't want it to reverberate off the seat either. So that's.
I don't know. I feel like it's more. It gets it all out. Like I don't want to like clog it up. Like I get my tummy hurts if I hold in my farts.
Sure.
So if I have a fart, I'm like, okay, we're like shooting it out. I want it out as fast as possible. I'm not letting it hang out in there. I feel it coming. We got rid of it.
Yeah. I think the Cranberries summed it up perfectly.
Yeah.
When they said, you don't let it linger. My wife's friend who I was talking to about it in the video said that it happens in the bath.
It comes.
Reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't sit in the tub a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Does she have a nice body?
My wife's friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. I feel like women with nicer bodies might like the tub better. I sit there, I'm just looking at my stuff, and I don't like it. I'm just gawking at my gut, and I'm like, this sucks. And the water makes it look bigger too. I'm like, I don't want to look at this. When I'm standing, I'm not looking down at that. I'm oogling at my. I'm like, I gotta stop eating. I must stop eating. I live in Los Angeles. Why am I doing that? I'm staring at it.
So being in a bathroom is similar to looking in a mirror. Like it's a very subconscious.
And then because the water is a weird thing where it like makes it bigger or something. And I'm like, I don't have a lot of time to bath. I shower. I'm in and out showering. Because if I do bath, I have to shower after. Because I feel like I've sat in my filth.
Yes. I think that's
sat in that dirty water.
Yeah, I mean, I bath with my son most nights. He's 2.
Thank you for adding.
I had to add that, and he pees. Like first thing he
pees.
does is get in there,
So you must. Yeah.
And so I'm like,
need to rinse off.
I gotta have a shower. But you're absolutely correct. Like you get in there and you scrub.
Sitting in his skin cells. And then it gets cold, and then you're sitting in this weird tepid water, looking at yourself, hating your life.
Bathing with my son, which isn't weird. Have you seen the video of the Dalai Lama?
No.
So this Indian boy walks over to him, and he's at a conference speaking, and this Indian boy, little fella, walks on over to him, and he holds his face, and he gives him a kiss on the lips, and then he puts and it's weird. And everyone's like clapping and laughing because it's like really like, okay, well, we think he's all good. Then he puts his tongue out. He goes, "Suck my tongue," and the kid does.
Wait, this is on right now? This is out.
It's out there. You can see it. Yeah, right now.
Suck my tongue. This is worse than what's this fucking called from the Tom Brady?
Oh, kissing his son.
You've seen that.
That is weird. Like
when he demands his son to come back over. I tell him this all the time. It's so
and the
creepy.
Son's 12. The son's
and the son
not
doesn't
2.
want it. He's like, not again, Dad. Like it's weird as hell.
It is weird.
I posted a clip about it. People got really upset with me, but I was like, if the son wants to do it, that's a different story. The son felt forced to come over and be like, okay, Daddy, kissy. Like it's odd.
Yeah, it is odd.
Sucking the Dalai Lama's son. For some reason, I feel like the Dalai Lama has a very dry tongue too. I don't know why that shouldn't bother me at all. That shouldn't be part of this. But for some reason, I feel like he doesn't he go on things where he doesn't drink for a long time? He fasts.
Yeah, fast. Like what?
Sand tongue, like a turtle tongue. I feel like it comes out like that.
Right.
It's like strong but dry,
like a sandpapery tongue.
Yes.
The question is like you're right to ask this question. What type of tongue is the Dalai Lama offering?
But also what What are people saying about this? People better be upset by this because people were not upset by the Tom Brady thing. How long did the suck go on for? Not like this matters, but I need to paint a picture here.
It was brief, but it was it's so heavy. Like I watched it and I was like, I could make fun of this, but I'm like, it's heavy.
It's funny because someone just texted me, Chris D'Elia, more like Chris Lama, and I was like, what's that? And now I know what that is.
Yeah. That's what's going on.
Because it's that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like this. I don't want to see this thing. Why here? But this is what's very upsetting. This has been filmed one time. Who knows how many times the Dalai Lama has been getting the old tongue sucked off. This is weird. I'm upset by this.
It is upsetting.
Gross.
I mean, if he's making it like if he does it often,
there's no way he didn't out of nowhere he started taking an improv class. He's like, hey, I got a wacky idea. Suck this.
To be honest, I do think that's he's like, I don't want to think of him as just a creep now. It's a really strange, stupid thing to do. But I do think that he is just this weird little playful guy, common thing that he does.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's
part of a systemic thing within
it's also, it's not his, it's like a stranger kid.
It's a stranger
kid.
He
didn't have a reason for this.
No.
What did the parents do?
I don't know.
Oh, look at my son go. Sucking the Lama's tongue off. Like, what is...
I mean, if you're a Buddhist and the Dalai Lama is there, the parents would be like, do it.
I'm very upset.
Guy.
I'm very upset.
It's upsetting.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that.
I'm sorry to bring it.
Yeah, you really brought this to a halt.
It brought it down for me today when somebody sent it to me because I always like to think of the Dalai Lama as a cutie.
I mean, I thought it was a nice guy. Now I'm feeling upset. Also, like, I don't remember kissing my parents on the lips past the age of 5.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
like, I don't know. I feel like it's. I guess parents do. I know you're a parent. I don't know.
No, I'm a parent. I rarely kiss when I kiss my son. If he ever, my son is 2.5, and he rarely I go, give me a kiss goodnight, and sometimes he just bow his head and you kiss him on the head. Like he doesn't like kissing, you know. And so it's like, but if we were to kiss, we'd kiss on the mouth. But I think around the age of 4, it's like, okay, this is
like I don't even kiss when I see people kiss dogs in the mouth. A stranger kissed my dog on her lips.
Yeah,
got on her hands and knees on the street, and I was like, she licks her pussy in her butt with those lips, and for a while. She loves licking her ass. Like she will lick her ass for an hour if she's like a day. She loves it.
Do you kiss her on the mouth?
Never. On the top of the nose.
Yeah, I love
the nose and the head.
The snout is the most
snout
beautiful.
And the head.
Yeah.
You get the nice tip of the head.
Cindy licks my mouth and my nose sometimes, but like very rarely. Mostly I'm kissing her on the head, like you said. But she has
the breath is disgusting. And I tell you no, I don't. She's not a licker, and I'm obsessed with it. I don't like when dogs lick my mouth.
Oh, okay, cool. So
you've licking.
Stopped that within.
She never did it. She never licked, and it's like even when I had Goldens before, they never. I see where the tongue is in the anus. Sometimes I don't want it near.
I don't know if Cindy licks her anus, but it smells like she does.
Yeah,
it's like a dead fish. It's like poo in a dead fish.
Yeah. I know the exact. Like. I know. How old is he?
She's 6, 7.
Okay. So this should be like rotting yet.
Little dogs have that breath.
Yeah, tinier mouth.
Yeah,
I don't know how that helps. I think her mouth is open more. I think airflow is maybe more into it.
Sure.
I'm making this up. I just made that up right now. I don't know.
Maybe
you tried sucking Cindy's tongue. It might. Just pull the dolly, the llama.
Pull the old Dalai Lama.
Yeah, I'm going on a date tonight. Maybe I'll do that to the guy. I'll be like, "Can I suck your tongue?"
Yeah, maybe I'll do it to my wife tonight. Come on, Dalai Lama me, baby. Tell me. This is a weird question, and
weirder than the labia folds fart.
We're going to get more into that later, but I just wanted to know. I think about this often. Who would you rather have sex with a female body with a penis, as in the breasts, generally hairless, or a male body as in male body hair with a vagina? And
the female is like a normal female, like.
Yeah, maybe just a normal female, yeah.
Yeah, 100% the female.
With the penis?
Yes.
Actually, would you like that?
Yes. I say right now, I hate men. I keep getting treated like shit by men over and over, and I'm like, I wish I was gay. I would love to be gay. That sounds like the perfect woman for me.
Wow. That does sound actually...
That actually sounds ideal. Yeah.
I like the way you talk about that because I feel like a lot of women who get out there with their rhetoric, they really hate men, but they just won't admit it. They're like, I don't hate men. But it's like, you just do, and it'd be quicker and more honest if you just said so. Just
here's the thing. I don't want to. It's not like I love my guy friends and stuff, but it's like I just, for the last fucking 12, 15 years, I just continuously find bad men and get treated so horrendously and get violated and get cheated on and get ghosted and get all this shit that it's like, I don't want to feel like this. But when women have been treated so badly for so long, and like, because I'm a female comic, every fucking thing online, you're ugly, you're fat, you're not funny. It's like every fucking day I'm getting hated on by men and told like all this, and then a guy throws a chair at me. Like I never have like, I don't go online and see a woman say you're fat and ugly. I've never had that. It's only men commenting on my appearance and saying horrendous shit constantly. So it's like, yeah, at some point I'm going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't want to hate men. Like, I love my dad. I love, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's when so many men have wronged you, it really fucks with your brain.
Yeah. And also they're the most intimate relationships that you have.
Yes. And then getting violated in such a way where you're like, what was I doing? How did I let this person in? I don't believe anything they said. Like, and then you just feel like it's like a spiral of, then you feel stupid. It's just a whole thing. It's really.
Yeah.
I'm hearing like constant stories about like other women getting like ghosted and cheated on. Like there's groups in every city now on Facebook that are like, are we dating the same guy? And it's just people outing their fucking husband of fucking 15, 20 years. Yep, that's my husband. Like it's crazy right now what's happening.
And I think there's an explanation for that. It's that 80% of the women are interested in 20% of the men. Have you heard about this?
No.
And so 80% of women are vying for like the most attractive men who are, because a lot of women will say like, I won't date anyone under 6 foot, for instance, right? Which cuts out 80% of men.
Yes.
So there are more women vying for less men's attention always. And so these men develop this ability they develop social tendencies towards being able to get sex without committing to anybody, because they know that they could literally live their whole like youth, the lives of their youth, just having casual sex with people and never committing to them. So their entire personalities and the way that they relate to women is only that. It's kind of psychopathic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's kind of a psychopathic tendency that says it's like, I want what I want from you and I'm not going to give you anything that you want, but you're not going to know it until it's too late.
Yeah.
And it's pretty sick. And that's kind of what's going on in these cities or those Facebook groups.
Yeah.
Like, are we dating the same guy? Probably.
Yeah.
Because there's a very small amount of men who are attractive enough for you to want to date them. And everybody wants to date them.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's really, and I think also like just this city itself, LA is so bad for dating. And I think because too, the guys on the apps now are seeing so many bots. And somebody like whatever that they're like, oh, that hot bitch swiped at me, and then to me like, oh, I don't want that gargoyle. I got this girl. I'm like, you don't got that girl. That's a fucking bot. That's a man in India who's probably 1'2", texting you sexy stuff, and that ain't her. I hate to break it to you, that ain't the person you're talking to. Like I don't know what to tell you right now. So I just think I don't know. I think the standards are weird. I'm like I usually say I want over 6 feet, and here's why. I'm a larger gal.
Yeah, what are you?
I'm 5'7", and I'm large in LA. And I don't think guys like bigger women either. It's like no guy who's smaller than me is like, I want a woman who can keep me warm at night. I want to be the small spoon. What guy has ever said they want to be the small spoon? Nobody. So I'm like, I need a guy that's taller just because of my height. If I was 5'2", I wouldn't give a shit when I was dating.
Yes.
5'5", you're 1 foot taller than me. I'm like, let's go. A little bit taller than me. And also guys are lying on the apps.
Right.
So they're saying they're 5'11", show up and they're shorter than me. I'm like, you're not 5'11", motherfucker. You're 5'5".
Yes. But you got to feel sorry for those guys too. You know, it's awful that they lie. They shouldn't lie, but they also shouldn't have to lie. They feel like they have to because
no, they shouldn't
nobody
have to.
wants to fucking date them. Like,
yeah,
if I tell the truth about my height, you're not going to date me. You're not going to see me.
Yeah. Well, that's why I don't like to tell the truth that I'm a comedian online because guys are like, well, I don't want to date her.
Well, and why do you think that? Because they don't want somebody who's funnier than them?
Guys say they do, but I don't think they do. Or they'll find I'm a comic. You think you're funny? I am funny. It's my full-time job. It has been for you. I actually, as a matter of fact,
my bank
funny.
account has money in there from doing this.
Just making people laugh.
Thing.
That's all I do. Yes.
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
Very weird. It's a weird thing that guys like to compete against, or they're like, yeah, I don't know.
As a person who is also somewhat professionally funny, different to you, I don't want to date a woman. I really don't want to date a woman who's funnier than me, because I did date women who were really funny, who was a big part of their personality, and we butted heads because we tried to play roles. Like I was like, sometimes I had to play the straight guy while she was the silly one.
Yeah.
And eventually I was overpoweringly funnier than her, and she had to play the straight guy, and she didn't like that. She wanted to play the funny one. And so it was this push and pull of power, which was not enjoyable.
No, I think that's most men. want to be the funny one. So it's like,
but
it's very
a lot of
hard.
men aren't funny. So this is interesting. They think a lot of men are out there thinking that they're funny.
Every man thinks they're funny.
Wow.
Every single fucking guy on these apps either has thought about doing stand-up comedy, wants to do it, has tried it a couple times, and I'm like, I just want fun. Here's the thing when I say, most people are funny in general.
Okay, yeah.
I think most people in general are hilarious.
Yes.
All my good friends from back home, my sister, my best friend Alexis, funniest two people I know.
Yeah.
Don't want to be a comedian. You can be funny and not want to do this career.
Yes.
But it's like the people that, because I worry too, the people want to like hang out with me because they want to like help them with jokes or get on shows. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I want a funny guy who can handle a witty guy, even at this point, who can handle a funny girl.
Yeah.
Who's not threatened, who has his own career, has his own passions, his own life.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe lives in the woods, has no social media, doesn't know who I am.
And he's a lumberjack.
Yeah, lumberjack, a big burly lumberjack.
There are plenty of people out there who I know who just love to laugh, and they don't claim to be funny. They just love laughing, and I think that'd be a great.
Where are those people? Get them over here. Get me these people.
I think they're out there. I mean, I've always said about like this TikTok generation has actually created this thing within everybody that they all want to create now. They all want to be influencers. 2020 made this thing like we're all making banana bread now. We're all chronically online and we're all always sharing our lives. And it's like, oh, maybe I can be an influencer. And it's like, actually, no, like it's not for everybody. You're not. You shouldn't be out there.
No, you're not. That's the thing. You're not entertaining.
You're not
like, yeah, I know somebody in my life recently who I looked back on some videos of theirs and I was like, oh my God, you thought you were going to be an influencer? You are unenjoyable to watch. You can't talk to the camera. You're bonkers. This is like I got into this because I always say this too with comics. It's so weird. I started doing stand-up because every fucking person around me told me I was funny.
Right.
My teachers in high school were like, look, you're not good at school, but you're really funny.
Yeah.
They're like, go into comedy. Like to my drama teacher and my public speaking teacher were like, do stand up. You have to. And then all my friends were like, you have to stand up. And I was like, oh, like when enough people say that to you, you're like, oh, maybe I am funny. Maybe people laugh all the time. Maybe this is something I should pursue. Like I'm naturally a funny person.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's just odd when someone's like, yeah, I want to be an influencer when you can't even like, you're nervous to talk. You can't public speak. You're like, you have no like point of view, nothing. It's like, it's strange.
Well, people think that influencing is something for nothing. Like they have to do a little bit of work and they'll get some money. And it's like, you'll quickly find out that that's not true. I'm the same as you. I had the expectation placed upon me by other people that were like, you're so entertaining.
Yes.
You have to be
an
actor. And I wonder sometimes, do I do what I do because I was told that I should do it? Or do I do what I do because I love it? Now, I do love it, but I don't know what I would have done had my expectations of other people not been on me like that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I still would have done it. Because I really wanted to act as well. I always wanted to act in high school. Like when I first got there, I was like, this is something I want to do. And then I was like, oh no, I'm still acting. I'm still trying to act, but I still just keep getting cast as like myself playing a version of me in something or like. I
mean, that's for like 50% of actors. That's their whole career.
Oh,
Working
I'm fine
actors,
with it.
I mean,
I want
like
it.
Hugh Grant, he's just himself every time. Like,
that'd be nice. Okay. Yeah. No, I want this.
Yeah, and actually, you're not really trying to be an actor.
No.
You're an actor.
I am an actor. Yeah.
Because when you get up on stage, you are kind of acting. You're
putting
in a
on
theater show of your own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Acting. You're not trying to be an actor. I think that's an important thing about people. Like, met a woman the other day, and she was like, "My boyfriend's trying to be an actor." And I go, okay. And she's like, so he's not here tonight. He's shooting a short film. And I go, when will you stop saying that he's trying to be an actor and just say that he's an actor?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, probably after tonight, actually, because this is his first job. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
But it's interesting. You've already made money off acting. You go out for auditions all the time. You've got more credits than most actors. And you can't call yourself an actor.
Yeah.
You should.
I know I should. But I'm like, in my head, I just do so much stand-up that I'm like, I'm just a comedian.
Right.
But I'm like, I want to, yeah. No, her breath does smell. In case you were wondering, my dog's
Really?
breath does smell bad. Yeah, I can smell it.
Oh, okay.
It's directly in my eyes
said
right now.
Shane, my producer, said he had a bad protein shake before.
Yeah, his mouth is closed. Okay. Yeah.
Not close enough. Yeah. Now, why do you think that fleshlights are discriminated against and dildos are encouraged?
You know what? Are they discriminating against so much?
I just don't see them out there very much. And like men tend to need more sex than women. Tend to be more sexual, and why aren't we using more fleshlights?
What where my head goes is the cleaning process. So I had a lot of friends that weren't cleaning their fleshlights out properly. Yes, out properly, and it was getting a bit mildewy in there and a bit stinky. So if there was like a version of a fleshlight where there was no bottom or like a self cleaning or something, that would I knew one guy would put it in his dishwasher, and I'm like, with your knife and forks, just this puss flopping around in there, like it's disgusting.
Like a finished square, like it's clean, like like what?
So yeah, someone's like, "Can I get a cup from your dishwasher?" Yeah, they're clean. And there it is. It just seems like a weird spot. I just think I think the fleshlight just looks really aggressive.
It's
like because a lot of dildos don't look like. I mean, my dildo doesn't look like a penis. It's just like a long white thing that vibrates, or like most women I think use. I don't know for sure, but I think most of my friends that I know just use a little like vibrator thing.
Right.
We're not having like a full flesh penis that we're like
right.
putting on the wall or whatever. Like I don't know what that is. Like,
in saying this, like I'm not upset about. I'm not offended. I've never used one, but why not? I figured like why aren't we talking about men should be fucking a fleshlight if they need to have sex and they can't get it. Have sex with a fleshlight.
Yeah, I feel like they're also most of my friends have them. Maybe you're not here with the right people. I think a lot of guys I know have them.
Mind blowing, really. Wow, I think it's time.
It's time to get one. Well, also I think guys get creative. They don't want to spend money on a fleshlight. They'll just like have sex with like I don't know, something else. Like I was gonna say like a couch cushions in between or something, or like
I've heard about this.
I don't know, pillows. I know guys have a lot of pillows.
Uncircumcised.
Oh, because it's more friction they do that?
Well, because they have more skin to be able to do
that. I see. Oh, I see. So it moves around.
That's a possibility. It's not a possibility.
Well, also, I think it's also a lot easier to jerk off.
As a circumcised, you don't need, as an uncircumcised person,
in general, for guys, jerking off seems easier than, like, fingering is a process. I would say 90% of my girlfriends don't finger themselves. They just do a little clitoral buzz off.
Oh, 90% of them are using a vibrator and not touching themselves.
Yes.
But as far as oral is concerned, there's no doubt that women have to do more work when they go down on a man or when they give head.
No,
but as far as masturbation is concerned, like this is this.
No.
It's a very small movement. I think we should test it with a whoop and see how many people burn more calories masturbating.
Okay.
But
I just think I know personally, I just buzz off and that's it. It's too much work for me to use my hand. It's way more work. It's not that. I don't know what that is. I don't know who you've been with. It's not. That's not it.
But you're saying that you would,
Oh no, I don't do in. No. I'd never do it. I would only do out.
Oh, okay, and you think that's a lot of energy expenditure?
I just think it feels much better and it's quicker with the vibrator.
Sure, yeah, it gets the job done more.
Yeah, and I can just zip in, zip out. And otherwise, I'm down there mucking around for a while. I need to muck around, get the thing, I'm also like, I want to be in and out doing this situation. I'm not lying around for enough time.
Right, you're not like zuriating. You do stand-up literally every night.
Yeah, and I work all day. I'm doing something. We're always doing stuff, editing clips, podcasts, whatever.
Yeah.
What the hell we're doing?
Where do you think your humor comes from? Do you think it comes from a deep sadness?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. You said that as a question. I don't know for sure. I don't think so. I just think I just look at things weirdly, and I just have I observe things in a different way.
Yeah.
I always see everything.
Like
it doesn't matter where the fuck I am. I will pick up every little thing, and I'll mention to my friends like, "How did you even see that?" I'm like, "I don't know."
Yes.
I take things in. I think just more in a different way.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I say it out loud. Like sometimes I say things that's so insane. My friends are like, "What?"
Yeah.
And it's funny. They're like, "Why would you even think that?" I'm like, "I don't know. My mind just goes there."
Yeah.
Like
and then do you love a laugh? Like you love hearing laughs? Is that a
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Especially when you're like, it's so insane how your mood can be completely changed with your sets. Wow. Like if I bomb, we got problems. Bro. I'm like depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
if I have like,
that's why it's so great to get up every night.
Yeah, but sometimes you'll do a show. Like I think a couple weeks ago, I bombed so bad. It's one show, and then I went to a show right after the exact same jokes and killed. And I was like, "What the did I do? What the hell?" And then you get confused. I'm like, "How? I didn't sell it properly and say it like the right way. Like it's really bizarre."
Right? Yeah. Do you get meticulous like that about how you set up jokes? Like I remember there was this like Chris Rock special where they could cut in between jokes to him in a different city doing the same set, and it'd be flawless.
No. I definitely can't do that. I bring it up weirdly, or if I'm like talking to somebody in the crowd, that'll spark something. It'll come out a different way. And I get bored if I say things the exact same way. I get really I'm like, if I'm bored doing it, I'm like, I can't picture the audience. And I always picture other comics watching me, judging me, even though they're not, because it's what we do every night. But I'm like, I feel weird.
I've always wondered about telling the same joke all the time, like, because you have to give it a few shots, and you have
a lot of shots. That's the problem.
People who are fans of you who are coming to see you again are like, you told that joke already, but it's like
but they don't really say that. Like, I got my head, so after I did the Netflix thing, the Billboard thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't do those jokes anymore because I was like, they're on a special, they're out there, you can watch them, and I'm like, people come to the show like, you didn't do the 69 bit, and I'm like, you saw it. It's been on TV. You've seen it a million times. They're like, yeah, but that's our favorite bit. I'm like, I guess you have to think that when you go, and this example is like classic, but it's like when you go see your favorite bands, you want them to do those songs,
right? You
want them to play the hits. But I guess, I don't know. It just feels weird saying them over and over and people knowing the punchline, I guess. It feels weird.
Yeah, no, totally. It's such an odd career.
It's an odd career.
It's very odd.
Like, the more I think about it, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, sometimes I just up there yelling about my labia and then going home and just like, petting my dog when I get home. Like, what a bizarre thing I just did.
Yes.
Screaming. It's so public. Everyone can, like, Google me constantly. Like, it's just weird.
Do you find it hard to come down, like, from highs? Do you find it hard, like, you want to go home and party? Like, do you want to party after usually?
No,
like,
I'm old now. I'm 38, and I'm like, I just feel like I've been doing this for 20 years now, so it's like I used to party hard after shows.
Okay.
But I'm like, out here now, I'm like, I'm out like 3, 4, 5 nights a week usually, doing like 3, maybe 2, 3 shows a night. And then I'm like, I'm tired. Like, if I'm on the road too, it's like I'm doing 2 shows a night usually, an hour each.
Right.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not like a stand-up comic that sits in a fucking stool. I'm like moving around. I'm deep squatting. I'm flopping my legs on the stool. I'm sweating.
Yeah,
I'm doing a workout.
You're working.
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing a workout.
I love it. Shane, are you ready to go to the? Are you ready?
Are you ready for what? Can't wait.
71's number 1.
71.
So we have people call in on a hotline.
Oh.
And they've made a confession of some sort.
Okay.
Hi. First of all, sorry. My English is not my maternal language. It's Spanish. I'm from Mexico. I'm 42 years old with 3 kids. Happily married now. But after having a long battle with heroin addiction from the age of 14 years old till I was 21 years old. Now I've been sober for 21 years. But I did change my addiction to heroin to sex, and for 10 years I used to peg guys, so I find it very good, very sexy, very I don't know, there's something that turns me on a lot about pegging men. I did a good amount of money doing that for 10 years.
Oh my God, amazing. But could we 10 years of pegging. 10 and made good money pegging.
We're not going to mention the heroin addiction
I know.
they had before that. I feel like
her new addiction was pegging.
Heroin to pegging seems like a big jump.
Yeah.
That seems like
you'd have to love pegging a lot. Like if it's going to replace heroin.
Now I want to try pegging.
Really? You've not tried it?
I know. Isn't it shocking?
It is shocking.
I look like somebody that would peg.
Yeah, that you've never done it once.
Never done it once.
Yeah, me neither. I've never had it done to me.
No? Would you want it?
I know that you see so many gay guys tell you over these, like, there's nothing like it. And I'm like, I'm sure that there's a G spot in the male.
Yes.
Like, it's there.
So you've never had butt, like a little finger in the butt? Huh.
But you put things in.
Oh, I'm putting fingers in the ass.
Oh!
Yeah. I had some guys that really liked it, so I did it quite a bit.
Uh-huh.
And then others that I've just done like a little tippity top.
A little
crazy.
Bit. Okay, yeah. So when you think of pegging, you think like it's full dildos.
Yes, that's what I think.
Okay, that's probably it. Yeah, maybe I'm a little.
I think that is that. I think pegging is full dildo on getting fully. Yeah. The finger in the butt is just like a little finger in the butt.
Yeah. Understood.
I can't believe you've never had. I find it alarming that most guys haven't tried it. Like I've had a finger in my butt.
It's certainly getting more popular though. Like men talking about it, requesting it more from their girlfriends and stuff. A lot of female friends I have like yeah, happens all the time. Guys want to like get fingered.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely don't need to do it. If a guy asks, I will. But it's like, here's the thing with butt stuff. and gay guys, they got it right. They're douching. They're having the butts ready to go. Day to day, I don't think any of us are ready to go.
It's not ready.
It's not ready to go.
There's
caca in there. There's shit.
Right. It's hard to say when you're ever ready. Like, it's like I've always eaten. Not fun.
Yeah, no, I feel like, so the guy that I'm going on a date with tonight, we've hooked up before. And the first time we hooked up, he ate my butt immediately.
Wow.
Like, I'm talking directly to the butt. And I was like, and here we are. I wasn't ready to go.
Oh.
Tonight, it's going to be ready. Tonight, it's going to be primed and propped.
And how are you going to make sure that it's ready, taking some wipes?
But I'm also going to shave it. Like, it was when I say unready, I mean ill-prepared. I showed up for the test. I was in the wrong classroom. It was completely like, I have this joke, but it's the same mullet on my head, also over my asshole. It's not too far off. Like, wow. I have a hairy butt.
Right.
I'm European. Most women do. If you're sitting there, you have no hair in your butt. Yeah, you do. You have hair in your ass.
It's normal.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
So you got to get back there. So I'm going to be back there for a while today before we get it.
But can
ready to go.
Not to speak on his behalf, but if he went and it was like that, he doesn't care.
Oh, he didn't care. But I was like, doesn't he care? Like, I was so, of course he doesn't care. If you're going right to if you're spreading those cheeks right away, you don't care what's in those cheeks.
Sure. I mean, I really appreciate that you want to provide him the best Steph platter that you can provide him with.
I mean, it'll just make me feel a little more comfortable.
Sure, totally.
Knowing that it's not.
And enjoy
the
arsey.
It's hard to enjoy it, though.
I bet it is. It's so
it's
vulnerable.
It is vulnerable.
So vulnerable.
It is. It's just, it's like, because it's like, what's it looking like back there? I'm definitely going to have to get a little mirror peek today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good for you.
Just to make sure things are in order.
Are you ready now? Are you ready?
No, I'm not ready yet.
Okay,
no,
you got some time. You got some time.
I got lots of time. No.
Shane, could you play number 86?
Hello. I have a story about when I went to get a Brazilian wax once, and I usually like to wear sort of soft or linen pants after I've had a wax because, the skin's obviously very tender after you have hair follicles ripped out of it. And I usually put a bit of aloe vera moisturizer on, so the downstairs area is quite moist, shall we say. And as I left, I walked down the stairs and pressed the button to cross the road. A few people around. It was on a busy shopping strip. And I let one rip, and completely forgetting that the sound when you fart after you've had a fresh Brazilian wax is just like so loud. It's unmistakably the sound of a fart. Yeah. So I couldn't just pass it off as, whoops, my shoe, stood funny on my shoe. Yeah. It was definitely me just totally dropping my guts in front of a whole lot of strangers, and I wanted to die. I've never forgotten it.
Amazing, Shane. Thank you. I mean, I love, it's not my shoe. You can't.
When has it ever been the shoe?
The shoe's never been the excuse for me.
No. Why are we making excuses for farts?
Right.
Everybody's farting.
Right.
All of the time.
Yeah, a lot.
But the Brazilian farts are funny.
Why is that?
Because there's no hair now. The hair traps some. Oh yeah, try it.
Oh, it mutes the hair.
The hair softens the blow. You go right now. Anybody. You should also wax your ass. It feels great. It feels amazing.
Is it great?
Oh yeah, the front kills, but the ass.
But it's nice. As in the ass, the feeling of getting it done on the ass is nice.
It's not bad. It's not. It's like raw back there. Anyways, at this point, I guess from all the wiping, but it's just it is such a clean feeling having no hair back there, and it's like you would not even realize how different they sound until the hair's gone.
Wow. Could we actually, there's just on this subject, number 79, just on the whole raw thing that you were just mentioning.
Okay, so the fart in the labia thing has definitely happened, but I've never thought anything of it, or I've never thought to discuss it with friends. But now I'm realizing it might happen to other people, and it has happened occasionally when sitting. But my thing that I have discussed with friends, girlfriends specifically, is that if you're pooping a lot, let's say you're sick or something, if you're pooping a lot, the skin there is going to be really sensitive and raw, let's say, from continuous friction with toilet paper. And following that, if you have to pee, there is a burn from the urine making contact with that raw skin. And in discussing this with girlfriends, we realized guys never experience this because the urine would never make contact with the skin on their butt, on their, asshole, so to speak. So yeah, that's just another thing that I think women experience that isn't discussed, or men don't know about it.
Pee sting, true?
My pee isn't hitting my butt.
Yeah.
When is my pee ever hitting my anus? I'm really, and you know me, I'm very vocal about stuff. I would not lie, but I'm trying to picture. I don't understand it unless it's like after sex. You know how your pee can kind of go weird.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like whatever. I don't know what happens. It like kind of gets clogged up there or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe it can shoot back, but I'm like, my pee isn't touching my butt.
My butt, yeah, or
my
anywhere near where you would wipe.
No, my pee's down.
Yeah, it's very
not
interesting.
Back.
I would like to have her here to really debate this.
I would really. It is odd
because when you think about where the wee comes from, and it took me a while to figure it out where it comes from. When a woman, it's like below the clitoris, in between the vagina and the clitoris.
So it's higher up.
Yes.
Yes.
Really far up.
Like if it was vagina pee, then yeah, but the pee isn't coming. It's like also doesn't. It's not trickling.
Maybe it's trickling down. Do you think?
But it still wouldn't go all the way to the butt. It would still, if it trickled, it would go still down.
It wouldn't even go slightly.
It's like, why would it go? No.
Not even at the beginning, or at the end, how it can just like the stream just flutters away.
Flutters away. I mean, I'm confused. I'm confused.
When I pee, right, there's a stream, and then when it gets to the
end,
it's like,
the drippy. I guess, but I'm like, I don't know. I really can't relate to this. It is interesting. I'm gonna ask my friends about it though.
I wonder if she's anonymous. Could we get P? Could we get number 77? we should get her on here to talk about it.
Literally, I'd love to know. Yeah. Pee hitting the butt. I mean, definitely gets raw back there.
So I quickly found out how wrong I was, thinking that every woman experiences pee-gasms. Yes, pee-gasms. So for me personally, this happens at the end of a pee. So either when it's like the last bit of the stream, or when the pee ends like completely. The best way to describe it is just the shooting sensation of pleasure. And then, my body feels a little relaxed. And, it's a fraction of what a normal orgasm feels like. And I'm not in the bathroom by any means, like getting off on peeing, but yeah, it happens very randomly, and sometimes there can be like as much as 2 like per pee. Yeah, I've only found one other person that experiences this, and then everybody else wants to just punch me in the face.
Thoughts?
Yeah, that's very rare.
Right. Have you ever heard of that before?
I've never heard of that. I've never experienced that.
Yeah, because it seems like it's such a common thing to do is to pee. Like, it's just like, and you enjoy
pooing.
Yeah, so, and you can enjoy peeing, but she's talking about not just enjoyment. Like, it's a little bit more than
just enjoyment. No. I've never felt orgasmic after peeing. I thought she was going to say she has like a sharp pain out of nowhere, which a lot of women get.
Right.
Out of nowhere, we'll be like, and then it'll go away.
On a random pee.
Not a pee.
Every time.
No pee involved. Out of nowhere, you're sitting around and it feels like someone takes a knife, stabs your vagina, and takes it out. I guarantee you people are going to relate to this. Out of nowhere. I don't know what it is. Ask your wife. Literally, for no reason, you're like, and then it goes away in a second.
Actually, I don't need to ask my wife because I have this feeling in my asshole from time to time.
Have you?
Like a punch.
It's like a bizarre, sharp, and then it goes immediately away.
Yeah, like that.
What is that?
What is that?
Something's going on down there. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I mean, I thought about this the other day, right? That have you ever seen those documentaries about people who constantly orgasm? Like they can't help. They
yes.
And it's like they live a debilitating life.
Oh,
they
yeah.
Do that in public and stuff. I'm like, wow, that is so awful. Because what anybody thinks about as soon as they hear that, goes, that sounds awesome. And it's like,
no, all the time. Like, I have a friend who squirts every time she orgasms.
Wow.
So if she's at home doing it herself, she's like, well, got to set up the fucking tarp.
The top, yeah.
Like, she can't just have a normal little buzz and go. She's got to be like, well, and here we go. And everything's soaked. And we got to, like, 3-4 towels in the dryer. Like, it's a lot.
Yes. I've had sex with a few squirters and one of them in the back of my car. And I just was not prepared. She told me.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, we'll be fine. And it's really like a gushing.
It is, yeah.
The real ones,
yeah.
the real squirters, it was like a gushing.
I swear. I can control it a bit.
Okay.
But I do. Towels must be present.
Right. Well, I was lucky that I was in my 06 Ford Taurus, which happens to have leather in.
Oh, good. So you can just really wipe down those seats. Yeah. But if you're a true squirter, I think you can. I don't know. I think I've heard some women can kind of control it. Some can't. Like I'm friends with some porn stars, and they're like, yeah, you can like make it come more, or make it like there's sometimes I can really
muscularly.
Yeah, I can really that. Like if I don't want to, if the guy's that good and bad, I'm like, I'm not giving him the squirt.
Yeah, don't.
I'm not giving him the satisfaction. He doesn't
get in there.
So
you can feel it kind of coming, and you're like,
oh yeah, I can feel it coming, and I can stop it.
That's so cool.
It is kind of powerful. Sometimes I feel I'm like, I want it, and like if a guy likes it, I can really go to town on it, and they're like losing their mind over it.
Right. It would feel like when you were a kid and you had like water fights and little water balloons, like
yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Some guys really don't like it. They're like, that's piss. I'm like, it's definitely a bit of piss.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's a bit of piss.
Oh, there's.
I think so too, but it's like with a wonderful woman, like it's like, please pee on me.
It's also like, here's the thing though. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but there's definitely some piss in it. But like, I will squirt and then I'll go to the bathroom after sex and immediately pee like I would normally pee.
Right.
So it's like, well, how much is it pissing? Because I'm still peeing normally.
Yeah.
I'll pee before sex just to make sure, because I'm like, I've tested it to be like, is this piss?
Right. Well,
full piss.
It depends on your definition of pee, because it would just be water ingested that's changed, like as it goes down.
But where is it right now? Like so it's like if I don't squirt, where is it?
My guess would be wherever the womb is.
Instead of me having babies, I just have a bunch of water loitering around in there. Yeah.
Yeah, amniotic fluid.
Where is it? Like, now I should look this up.
Babies grow in a woman's squirt fluid.
Yeah, okay, yeah. This is going to be the clip you use, and people are going to be like, what is going on right now?
Shane, we need number 74, and we'll finish with this one. Susan, you want to be up for this one. This is great.
Hey, Luke, this is Tori just calling in to give my experience with the farts that roll up into our vaginas. This happens a lot to me, especially when I'm sitting down, like I'm driving somewhere. I'll push a fart out and it doesn't have room to escape up my butt crack or through the chair, through the seat. So instead it kind of rolls forward, and sometimes it just gets stuck in my lips, in my labia. And so I have to do this little weird like butt wiggle to get it to pop out, and then it just goes away. There's really no point to the story. I'm just chiming in to say that this does happen a lot. My husband and I call it smoked salmon.
Why? I don't like the name of it. I don't like calling it smoked salmon. I think that made it gross.
Oh, I love it though. Is there a better name for it? Because we say queef, but it's not really a queef.
It's not. No, that's not a queef. Because a queef is when your vagina makes a sound.
Right.
So this isn't technically your butt still.
Yeah, it's still a fart.
It's still a fart. So I wouldn't call this a queef. No. This would be
smoked salmon.
Yeah.
You don't like that?
I don't like that term. No, I don't like referring that to a fish down there. It's already mucked up enough down there. That's the fish. Fish gross me out.
I know.
So I don't want it.
The fish thing is not fair.
It's not fair. Those fish are disgusting. Have you seen the fish? They're repulsive. You're going to suck on a fish if you see it lying on the ground. It's gross.
I was thinking the other day about how women get self-conscious about queefing in front of a guy, and it's like, but when you queef in front of a guy from sex, like he did that.
Oh no, he pushed the air in there. Yeah. And I never thought like that. Whenever I also like when the queef happens, I go, that's a queef. Just in case he thinks it's a fart.
Right, yes.
Because I've also farted during sex. And I'm like,
Sure.
that's a queef?
You should say, yeah, that's it.
It's also a queef. He's like, it smells like corn. I'm like, it's a corn queef. I do definitely that does happen with the rolling up. But I don't like, I try to get mine out as quick as possible. Like if I'm in the car or sitting, I like the airplanes. The only time it really does happen because that's also if I'm really trying to hold in a fart because I don't want to fart in the plane. Right. It's disgusting.
Oh, I like farting in the plane because nobody knows it's you.
Everyone knows it's you.
No,
Yeah, right.
I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Where do you sit in the middle of the aisle? Those fucking clod hoppers. You gotta go in the aisle. You're knocking over the goddamn stewardess trying to serve drinks. They're like, "Can you move your clown shoes, please, sir?" If you can't see Luke's feet, they're the size of this table that's beside us right now.
Please don't body shame me.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really,
wow. He really hates it.
It's
Luke's
really
feet are so big. Now he's all self-conscious.
Steph Tolev, thanks for coming on with Susan
Thanks for
to
having
talk
me.
about all manner of things, really. We've covered so many subjects. If you would like to find Steph and follow her, you should. How do we do that?
Instagram and to everything. At Steph Tolev.
Everything like Instagrams, TikTok.
Instagram, TikTok, yeah, but follow me on Instagram because TikTok really likes to shadow ban me.
Yeah.
So if you like my stand up, watch it or YouTube because I can post everything on YouTube. And
YouTube.
You can see also you can see the episode of my podcast. You like podcast? Listen to Steph Infection.
Yep.
With Luke. It's
The
a very
Steph
funny
Infection.
episode.
Check out her podcast too. It's sensational. Steph Tolev, you're a legend. Thanks
for
for
having
being here on the Zaddy Zone.